Dear friends, Clear Text 2012. A lot of people come to a point in their life when they recognize something has to change. We all have a lifelong theme of the soul which has to be solved in the correct way to improve our consciousness. For if there were traumatical occurrences in our life, we start to behave in a way that is called the survival mechanism of the ego. The ego is who we think we are and helps us through. This may have been helpful in our childhood, but if we grow up, it becomes more and more difficult to get rid of this mechanism, and it detains us from living our life free and authentic. So if you got to this point and recognized that you must start changing yourself, you start searching for things, people or books that could help you. This is the time when you have to be extremely careful, because there are a lot of people and books who claim to be helpful, but the truth is they don't. Why aren't they helpful? And what is the danger to find the false? It is because the ego only allows an inside comfort zone transformation. That means there is a part in us which doesn't want to change in the death. And if you are not awake, you may find someone who will only help you strengthen the comfort and the security zone of the ego, and will not help you to transform the ego. Within his comfort zone, the seeker finds ego-convenient esoteric books, makes them become bestsellers, and believes tenacious in them. This is self-deception. Most of the psychologists, therapists, gurus, Chaka Chaka coaches, satsang donors, healers, and psychosomatically hospitals are working within this ego comfort zone. So they're not helpful but cramping. Most of the psychologists, therapists, whatever, whoever wants to be successful, accepted, and become rich by being helpful to people has to work only within these comfort zone, bonds with his clients, which is very comfortable for the seeker's ego. This is why they are not really interested in helping. For most of them, the money and the power is still the most important motivation. The seeker won't be confronted down to the roots of his theme, and his ego will be fortified automatically from both sides, from himself and his therapist. This is how stars are born in the spiritual, esoteric, therapy guru scene. The ego is pet and everybody loves following. Instead of bringing the light, the dark power of the ego rules. There won't be a ring of consciousness power as long as charlatans, media, sellers, and windies will be feeding on the ego's comfort zone. We'd rather choose our own perdition than to vanish our pseudo-me and save the world. Everybody who is working with people only inside of the ego soon produces addiction and keeps them away from autonomous standing with authentically backbone. Don't let yourself be caught by those kinds of mountebanks. Watch out for someone who works ego-free and helps you to become ego-free as well. With best wishes, your Satyam